welcome back to my channel. It's Shatoya, aka Toya, and today's video is going to be a get to know me / what would Toya do. So I asked a question on Instagram and it was ask me anything, and I got a lot of feedback on that one. And then I also had another one where it said what would Toya do, because I was getting questions in regards to like what would you do in this situation. And I think it came from my last videos when I did it with Dom, and we just gave our opinion on like different categories and different things. So I think they kind of thought it was back on that type of thing again, so I decided to still answer them as well. So I have a lot of questions over here and stuff, but okay, so we're gonna jump right on into this video. Okay. All right, so the first question is, what would you do if your ex wanted you back but you now have a man? So I would say an ex is an ex for a reason. So unless you want that person back, then I don't really see, I don't know. I mean, if you want it back, you want it back. If you don't, you don't. I mean, either you want to be with your man or your ex. But I mean, most of the time exes are ex for a reason. So I wouldn't go backwards. I would continue to go forward. But all exes, you know, y'all all don't end on bad terms. So if you and your ex ended on good terms and it was just bad timing, then that's different. But for the most part, an ex is an ex for a reason. All right, so the next question is, do you feel you should give in to whatever your partner wants to do sexually? I'm gonna say yes in a way. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes because I feel that I feel like when you're in a relationship, you have to try new things. If you're not willing to try nothing new with your partner, then that can cause the relationship to get boring. That can cause the sex to get boring. I'm not saying you're obligated to try new things, but you should at least take it into consideration. Like some things, you know, some things can be like, oh heck no, I ain't doing that. But other things could be like, I ain't never tried it, I'm not really feeling it, but I'll try it for bae. So I feel like certain things, yeah, you should. But my main answer is yes. That's just me. Are you going to let me sing to you? Sir, if you can sing, you can sing. Sir or man, whatever you are, I don't even remember. But if you can sing, be my guest. Send me a video, I'll show the people. The next one is, how would you deal with a bitter baby mama / baby daddy? We're getting a lot of bitter. All right, so I've actually dealt with a bitter baby mama before. It's very annoying, very annoying. Only thing I try to do, I try to keep it between the guy I was dating and the baby mama. I try to let them communicate. I try not to communicate with her at all, because I knew she was in that bitter stage. I mean, you can always try to talk to that other person, the person like the baby mama or baby daddy, whoever. You can try to talk to that person, but if they're bitter, there's no point in talking to them. So they're looking at something totally different. They have an outlook on something totally different. So no matter what, there's always going to be a disrespect right there. It's always going to be something disrespectful. So I personally, since I've been through it, I'll never go through it again. I'm not about to sit here and deal with someone who has a bitter baby mama, because I don't have to. I don't have a baby daddy, so I'm not about to sit here and deal with the baby mama drama. So that's just me. So if you do have a baby, if you have a baby daddy or whatever, then okay, that's different. But if you don't have to deal with it, don't deal with it. That's just my. Y'all, I got popcorn, so don't mind me. I'm munching. All right, so the next one is, how do you feel about a man doing things women would normally do? example, shaving areas, that's not normal. Oh God, that is funny. I'ma say depending on what that person is shaving, like, okay, I'm gonna say for a man, certain men, you're meant to have hair in certain areas because you are a man. That's just being more masculine. That's just, you know, you don't have to be soft and smooth like a woman because God made you that way for a reason. If you don't like saying how hairy your legs are, your legs or your arms, okay, you could probably like help, you know. I ain't never seen a man like shave their legs and arms and all that. I just never seen that happen. Not saying that it can't, but I just never seen that happen personally. But for my man, I would prefer him not to do things like that, simply because what are you getting? I mean, me, I need a masculine man. I don't need someone who feel like me. Like, I'm with a man for a reason. So that's how I feel about that, sis. I'm sorry. All right, so the next one is why you never post your daughter. I don't have a daughter, so I don't know what you're talking about. But if you're referring to my goddaughter, because that's who I'm sure you're talking about, that's the only little girl I post. She's my goddaughter. She's not my daughter. I mean, I treat her like she's my daughter, but she's not my daughter. So to answer your question, I don't have a daughter or a son. Thank you. All right, so the next one is how old are you? I'm 27. Don't tell nobody. I'm 27. Okay. Would you date someone who's 5'8"? No. Okay. I've dated someone younger than me. I mean, not younger than me. What am I talking about? Shorter than me, and I just don't like it. I don't like to not be able to wear heels if I go somewhere. So that's the main reason why I wouldn't. But I don't see myself approaching that guy and wanting something more with him. Like, yeah, I'm just not attracted to a shorter guy. I'm 5'6", so when I wear heels, I'm going to be taller than 5'8", so, or at that height. So I prefer my man to be taller than me so I can wear heels and feel girly. I don't want to feel like I have to limit myself on what I want to wear. So no. Where are you from? I feel like you know a lot of the same people as me. Well, I'm from North Carolina, Fayetteville, but I've also lived in Virginia. I lived on Fort Lee. It's a military base. And then I lived in Petersburg, Virginia. So I've also lived in Georgia for just a little bit of time, so I know some people from Georgia. And I was in Snellville. And then I lived here in Texas. I live in Odessa. But I've met a lot of people in Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin. So I know a lot of people in a lot of places. So you probably, I don't know, you probably see me somewhere or whatever. But I've lived a lot of places. But I'm from North Carolina, Fayetteville. So yeah. What made you start YouTube in your business? So I started YouTube, well, I'm gonna start with my business. I started my business first because I love fashion. I'm into fashion. I like to like help dress people up, you know, try different look. I love that stuff. I just like doing it for myself. So I decided to, why not just bring it into a business where I can do it for other people. Also, I want to get to a position where I'm financially stable and I'm not having to go clock in to a job to be able to make my money. I want passive income. I want different forms of income coming in. So that's where my business come in, and that's also where YouTube comes in. I like the whole process is very long and hard. I know for a fact, like me making good money like I want to make, it's gonna be later on down the line. I'm not expecting to make that all right now. I'm just more focused on having fun with it, enjoying the time, meeting new people, talking to new people, you know, helping people out, working with different companies and stuff like that. That's what I'm interested in right now. And my business, as far as that, like I do want to add a little bit more to my business, but when you do that, it costs money too. So I just want to, you know, have more income and have multiple incomes. So that's just my goal. All right, would you stay in a abusive relationship even though he take care of all the bills and make sure I'm okay? First of all, how can I put this? If you're in an abusive relationship, he's not making sure you're okay. So I don't know how you feel that he's making sure you're okay just because he pays the bills. Anybody can pay bills. Anybody. So the fact that he's putting his hands on you and being abusive, even if it's mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever, he's not making sure you're okay. So no, I'm not going to stay in a relationship just because he pays the bills. I can pay my own bills. And that's one thing about it. Any female, always make sure you can pay your own bills so you're not having to depend on a man. Because one thing about it, these men, they're going to talk about what they're doing for you. They're going to keep talking about it and talking about it and talking about it, whether he's doing it in a playful way or he's doing it in a serious way. Make sure you always can have your own, because you don't want to depend on the person where they treating you like shit, but you having to stay because you can't afford to go out and get your own place. You can't afford to pay your own light bill. You can't afford to get you some groceries. So just have your own money, own your own things to the side, to where if he do it, he do it. If he don't, he don't. Just know that you'll still have that mindset to where I can go out and get it if I want to, whether you do it or not. So just keep that mindset. But I definitely want to stay in no relationship with nobody if you're being abusive to me. First of all, anybody who's ever dated me know, if they even thought about putting their hands on me, then that's a whole nother level. Like, you're gonna see a whole nother person, whole nother side. So I've never been in that position. Not saying I never will, but he better pray to God that he get a phone out of there when he do put his hands on me. But yeah, that's another story for another day. But to answer your question, no. All right, so are you open to new friendships? Yes, I'm always open to new friendships. I'm to the point, I don't want friendships that are not genuine. I don't want friendships where they feel like they have to compete with you. I don't want friendships where me and you talking, I tell you something, you go and tell your other friend. I don't have time for those type of friendships. I want a genuine friendship, and I'm all about quality over quantity, because I've literally been talking to, well, she's not a friend, she's an actual cousin. Me and her been talking since we was little girls, and anytime we had an issue, we talked about it, moved on, kept it going. I can talk to her about anything, she can talk to me about anything, and she'll never have to worry about me going to tell somebody else her business when it comes to certain things, you know, like. So I'm just more interested in building real friendships and not those fake ones, the ones where, you know, y'all feel like y'all doing something because y'all both wearing designer. I don't really care about designer. I don't care about what you wear, and I don't care about none of that. I'm worried about what is your heart like. So if you're not genuine, no, I'm not interested. But if you are genuine, I'm definitely interested in becoming friends. Who is your favorite YouTuber? So I'm so glad somebody asked this question. So I actually have like 4 YouTubers that I love. Yeah, like 4. So the first one, I like Kyra Omonique. I don't know how to really say that middle name she got, but Kyra, she's #1. I love her. #2 is Alexis Rebecca. She's really cool. I like her. And this is all, I never met these people in real life. This is all just me watching their channel. Anytime they upload a video, I'm on it. Like, I'm at work looking at it. I just love their personality and their vibe. So what did I say? Did I say that? No. So Kyra, Alexis. The next one is Paris Danielle. I love her. She's real cool. And it's kind of crazy that I like her, because I ain't gonna say that. Yeah, I am gonna say that. I'm gonna say it's kind of crazy that I like her, because most people from New York I can't really vibe with. Or it ain't that I can't vibe with, I really just haven't found someone that, you know, who don't seem too aggressive. But I guess because I never met her in person either. But I like her as a person. She seemed super cool. She seemed down to earth. She seemed like she's all about, you know, her friendships as well. So I do like her. So I was actually kind of surprised. I was like, dang, she's from New York. And normally I just think I had more like of a bad experience with New Yorkers. So it's nothing against them at all, obviously, because I like her. So she's real cool, and she can do some bomb hair, so I really like it. I mean, I really like how she do her hair. So one day I'm gonna have to go have her hook me up. The next person is gonna be Aaliyah's face. I like Aaliyah. I actually started looking at her through Kyra. I like her channel. At first she was a little bit different for me to watch, but I liked her. But it was just a little bit different. I didn't fall right into her like I did with Kyra and Alexis in Paris. But eventually I did start to like her more, so I do watch her a lot now. And she seemed very sweet and down to earth. So the top 4 would be Kyra, Alexis, Paris, and Aaliyah for sure. Alright, so what brand would you want to collab with? Basically your dream brand. Dang, I've never thought of that. I've never thought of like a dream brand. I guess for anybody, Savage X Fenty will be definitely something. I mean, a brand that someone would want to collab with. And because it's Rihanna. Like, Rihanna's the shit. Like, how could you not want to be with her brand? Like, how could you not want to be a part? So definitely her. I would definitely probably say Skims as well. Skims is very, I love their clothing. I love their clothing. Like, I haven't ran into any type of clothing that I didn't like, even by like seeing it on other people. I really like her clothing. I love the material. I just like the clothing. So probably Skims. And if I had to say a makeup brand, I'd probably say NARS, because I wear NARS and I like NARS and I haven't had any issues. I just really like NARS. So I don't know. A lot of people feel like they're off of it, they're, you know, whatever, but I love NARS. I don't think I will probably stop wearing it anytime soon. But NARS is just my favorite. What Zodiac sign made you almost go to jail? I'm gonna have to say Cancer. I'm sorry. Yeah, I definitely dated this guy. He was a Cancer, and I almost been a cellmate. Yeah, definitely a Cancer. Your face is always pretty. Thank you. What brand do you use? I use NARS. And one of these days I'll try to do some type of video with me doing makeup. I really don't do my makeup any specific way, to be honest. And I'm not a makeup artist. I really don't know how to do makeup. I know how to do it myself. So yeah, but I definitely use NARS, and I love NARS. I like the sheer, it's the sheer glow, and that's for the foundation part. How many kids do you want? I want one. I want one, but like if I became like really wealthy within like the next 3 years or so, I would want 2. But 1 is realistic for me, only because I know how hard I work and I know all the stuff I'm trying to do. I want to be able to be there with my child and not have someone else take care of my child. So 1 is just more realistic for me. I don't care if it's a boy or a girl, as long as the baby is healthy and I'm healthy while carrying the baby. That's all that I care about. But I would definitely say 1. But if I was wealthy and I get wealthy sooner than later, 2. I don't know, y'all. I might just think 1. Because like kids, carrying a child, like I like to have my drink. I like to party. And you can't do all that when you're pregnant. Or I wouldn't. I'm not going to nobody's club when I'm pregnant. That's ghetto. Not doing that. Somebody said, who is better, Little Baby or Moneybag Yo? Well, I can clearly say Little Baby. I wouldn't think about it at all. I love Moneybag Yo. I love Moneybag Yo music. I love it. I love it. I love it. I also love Little Babies, but if I had to pick any between like someone being like, if I had to pick like for the lyrics, Little Baby. I'm sorry, Moneybag. I'm sorry. If you ever see this one day, I'm truly sorry. Because I probably listen to more Moneybag than Little Baby. But next one is, my man never helped me clean. We both work, but he expects me to pick up after him and cook all the time, plus go to work. Do you think I should talk to him about how I feel, or is this how it should be? I feel like you should talk to him about how you feel, because if it's bothering you, that's not how it should be. So don't ever go into how the traditional way is supposed to. Sorry y'all, my camera died. But don't ever go into the traditional way on how a woman's supposed to cook and clean. Make sure that y'all talk and have an understanding and see what y'all could agree on, because if you work and he work, y'all both should be doing cooking and cleaning together. I feel I'm not going to be your maid. If I'm cooking, if I'm going to work like you, you're going to cook in that kitchen sometime and you're going to help me clean. We'll do it together so it can go faster. I'm not going to only want you to do this, like you need to clean the house today when I'm at work. No, like, you know, it's a respect thing. It's respectful. If anything, if a man see that you're doing stuff, he'll do it for you anyway, because he know, like, I'm gonna do it for babe, she's tired, whatever. Like, if a man don't want to help do anything, he's selfish. That's just my opinion. Like, you can goddamn straighten up a little bit. Ain't nobody telling you to scrub the walls and scrub the floor, but you can straighten up sometimes. That's just me. So yeah, talk to him, honey. Talk to him. The last question is, where do you want to move? I want to move to Houston or Dallas. I'm not like totally out from Dallas. It's either Houston or Dallas. I want to stay in Texas because I'm in Texas now. So I really like Texas. I've gotten used to Texas. So yeah, I would definitely go to like Houston or Dallas, but probably Houston more. All right guys, thank you for watching today's video, and thank you guys for all the feedback and the questions and the scenarios, whatever you want to call it. They were very good questions. If y'all have any more, let me know. I'll try to answer them in the comments below, because I doubt I'll do another video like this anytime soon, probably like in a couple of months or so. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can get updates on other videos I post. And like always, thank you guys for watching.